Hello everybody, my name is Aaron Collins, and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. I'm going to cut right to the chase. Recently, I put a Facebook rant addressing, I was talking about my concerns with the current state of race relations in our nation today. And one of the things that I touched upon was a case that's currently going on in North Carolina right now, the Walter Scott case. For those of you who don't know who Walter Scott is or was, he was the black man who could be seen on video running from a police officer by the name of Michael Slager. Slager opens fire on Scott, killing him while he's running away from him. He shot him in the back. And not only did he do that, Slager walks over to him and places something by him. He planted something, some evidence. Now, one of the things that I mentioned, because I'm still upset about it, is that the case that's going on with this, what's going on with this case is that the jury is actually deadlocked. I don't know why they're deadlocked when the evidence is clearly in front of them, but nevertheless it's deadlocked. And I'm not understanding that. You see, I saw a picture in the Washington Post of Slager sitting there with crocodile tears coming out of his eyes. But I digress. The case is deadlocked, and I don't know why it is. It doesn't make sense to me. One of the things also that I wanted to mention when I put it on Facebook is that I came under a little bit of fire for my rant. But I knew that was going to happen anyway because it's going to instill some dialogue. I came across what I thought was an article that said that Slager walked, which caused me to put the rant. I really flipped out over it when I heard. But at the same time, it's nothing really to me that surprises, because in the past, police officers have gotten away with literal murder. They've shot unarmed black citizens with impunity in the streets and have gotten away with it. I can give you some classic examples of unarmed blacks being shot. And they're not really all that classic, but I can give you the examples. You got Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, the recent Philandro Castillo out in Sterling, and Terrence Crutcher and Lamont Scott. I mean, these guys were gunned down, didn't have weapons. Now, of course, the police are going to say that, well, he had a gun. But that's the narrative that they run with, and it seems to stick. What I was doing, I was posting my feelings. I probably got emotional on it, but that's okay because this is a very emotional subject. You're getting people gunned down in the street for being black, and you don't get emotional on it. Something's wrong with you. But the thing is that I came under attack because I was told that my rant is possibly divisive. Okay, well, let me ask this question. How is it that I'm talking about this situation being divisive when the conditions that currently exist that have me talking about this situation is not dividing the country? See, something I said was taken way out of context. I said, as recently, after Donald Trump's election, a lot of white supremacists have become emboldened and have come out and started showing their true colors. More and more of them have come out. Someone wanted to tell me, well, the same thing happened under Obama. It's not really recorded. And maybe these things did happen under Obama, but a lot of these white supremacists were suppressing their nature. They did not come out. You might have had a few scattered incidents every now and then, but it was not highly publicized or made known like it is now. You see, I didn't say Donald Trump made people do it. That's not what I said. I said because of the rhetoric, though, that he has placed, the rhetoric and propaganda that he has put out there has caused a lot of these supremacists that were in the closet to come out of hiding. But I look at it also as a positive, and I tell you why, because what he's done, he's exposed how some people feel. Now we know who you are. Now you showing us your hand. So now we know how to act accordingly. My message to my black people is to mobilize, to stop all this stupidity and unnecessary drama, like getting on social media and talking about issues like hair and weave and black men bashing black women. It's time to stop all that. Stop it. Because you know what? It's really leading to our detriment. I want to break down white supremacy. A lot of people think that white supremacy is more than just a bunch of white guys in sheets and hoods running around burning crosses. It's more than a bunch of bald-headed dudes with Doc Martens boots on and tattoos waving a Hitler salute. White supremacy is a worldwide system that's put in place to instill white privilege. That's what white supremacy is. Now, there are some black white supremacists also. Probably wondering what I meant by that. Well, you got some blacks that have a white supremacist mindset. They promote the ideology. Another talking point that's always mentioned also, when a black person brings up issues of race and stuff that's going on, people always want to bring up the age-old, which I think is a deflective technique. They want to bring up black-on-black crime, which is really pointless, because black-on-black crime, if you just really want to know, is only a smaller symptom of the larger issue, i.e., once again, white supremacy. You see, black-on-black crime is a product of self-hate and years of cyclical hatred that black people have toward each other. It came from a system also known as Willie Lynch. After Willie Lynch came another system in history called Jim Crow. Now, I wasn't born through neither of those events. I'm a 70s baby. But I can imagine Jim Crow was something like this. The only difference between Jim Crow and the year 2016 is that we have technology that can record this stuff now. Like I'm recording this video on this phone right now. We got the technology. That didn't exist back during Jim Crow. But then at the end of the day, does it really matter? Because officers are still getting away with killing people. They're still getting away and going on about their day as if nothing happened. And it's not right. Now, you can call me what you want. You can say I'm dividing the nation. I don't see how me talking about this issue, what that everyone else wants to sweep under the rug, is dividing the nation. But like I said, we need to stand up, we need to rise, we need to mobilize. Now, as a black man in America, I think about these issues all the time. And as a black man, on behalf of the black men, I want to apologize to our black women. The black woman, like Malcolm X once said, is the least protected woman on the planet. I'm going to add that she's the least protected and most disrespected woman on the planet. And on behalf of black men everywhere, starting with myself, I want to apologize. I love you, black women. And I thank you for taking up the slack that we're supposed to be doing in the community. Thank you so much. Now, some might ask, oh, he's racist. I'm not racist. First of all, I can't be racist, because racism is prejudice plus power. Racism is a system that's designed where you can take an entire group of people and disenfranchise them culturally, number one. Number two, mentally. Number three, physically. And number four, psychologically. That's something that me or any other black person in this nation, or for that matter in this world, does not have the power to do. Because last time I checked, white men hold all the power in society. So check the facts. But back to black on black crime. FBI crime statistics state that even with the percentages And with the raw numbers, it's still more whites killing each other than blacks killing each other. And as I stated before, black on black crime is only a smaller symptom of a larger issue. See, people want to, again, they want to sweep it under the rug. They want to change the subject. The first thing they want to mention is what's going on with the black on black in Chicago and Baltimore. I'm from Chicago. I know what's going on in Chicago, and I have addressed it before. But back to the issue of Walter Scott. The case is currently deadlocked right now. We can only hope that the judge makes the right decision. Because I read that there's one juror on that entire panel that's not convicting Slager of this obvious crime. How is it that you can look at something right in your face and not make a decision over whether he's guilty? I don't get that. That is really completely non-understandable to me. But at the end of the day, as black people, we really need to come together. We need to unite and fight for one another and fight with each other. And if you're wondering why a man of God is talking about this issue, well, not only am I a man of God, I'm also a black man. And I deal with these same issues that other black men and women deal with. Now, can I go and pray to God for protection? Of course, I can, I will, and I do. But we have to do more than pray. The Bible even says that faith without works is dead. So we have to get out there, we have to fight. Black men and women together. Because we have to take control of our own communities. We have to mobilize. We have to form security groups for our own communities. We have to be the ones to do this. And as for everyone else, don't take it personal. I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. I just wanted to bring this up. I'm quite sure I'm going to probably still even get some more backlash. Well, it's to be expected. But just so you know, I'm going to be prepared for it. And I'm going to be ready to lash back. Because I'm not going to stop talking about this. As long as this cycle keeps being perpetuated, as long as white supremacy and racism still exists, you can just best believe I'm going to still talk about it. And I'm not going to stop talking about it as long as it keeps happening. So with that said and done, Jesus loves you. And I love you. I really do. I do love you. So let's do life. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This is Aaron Collins.